Yo, what's up, guys? Long time no see. I'm here today to talk about something I hold dear, and that's my relationship with Jesus Christ. Now, first, I'm gonna talk to you about how I thought of Christianity before I really started getting into it, and then I'm gonna tell you what I thought and think after. Now, first, I obviously learned about Jesus and Christianity in school. And from base information, which was 2 years ago, I knew, yeah, that Jesus guy, that dude that did miracles. Christianity, if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. I can do basically whatever I want as long as I do something good to cancel it out. And that's all I knew of Christianity. Yeah, I mean, in school, I didn't even need to quite learn to get A's about Christianity because it was simple, really. You just had to be in class. That's basically it. And that was all my knowledge of Christianity up to the beginning of 2025, where I had this dream. And that dream changed my whole perspective on things. It really changed me. I mean, in the dreams were things from the Bible that I never read. To that point, I never read the Bible. Never, not a single verse. All I knew was Philippians 4:13. That was all I knew from the Bible. And then that dream came. And it changed me, really. I mean, all these details I would have never even recognized. From that day on, I chose to read the Bible, read the Gospels. And I learned, and I went from knowing about Jesus to knowing Jesus. And it was wonderful. It was amazing. I got to read about a God that loved us, us sinners, who do so much evil. Since the day we are born, we sin. We do all this unspeakable things. Even though maybe we don't think this is a big deal. Like, oh yeah, why not? Why not steal a candy bar? What's it gonna do to him? He still runs the store. He's fine if we get away with one candy bar. But we do not understand that every sin, the penalty for every sin is death. And this amazing God who created us came down to earth and died one of the most painful, excruciating deaths so that we have a chance to go to heaven just by believing in him, just by having a relationship with him. And I'm not saying it's easy. Oh, heavens, no, it ain't easy. But this amazing God died for us. I mean, when I started reading the Bible, I really started understanding all of this amazing stuff that Jesus did. And I started seeing all the holes in my life. I started seeing all the sinful things I was doing in my life. The cussing, mostly the foul language, the way I've been acting, how much I've been selfish. On these terrible things that I wouldn't even know were terrible if it weren't for that dream that pushed me to read the Bible. And the more I started to read, the more I started to think differently. Everything started making sense. Because before, yeah, I knew about him. I guess I believed in him. But in reality, it wasn't faith at all. Plus, I didn't really even say I believed in a God. Honestly. But since that day, since that dream, I started thinking about everything differently. And that different thinking, I cannot stress this enough, changed my life for the overwhelming better. I started praying more. I started, and like I said, reading the Bible. I started thinking all these amazing things. I started having a relationship with God. I started to have a real relationship with him. Not just, hey, dude, I believe in you and that's it. Like, no, I would pray, I would talk, I would think. I would do everything with God in it. And of course, through that year, my faith, I had some big ups and some big downs. But that's life, and God puts us through great times and through bad times, both equally for a reason. And when I got that, I started being thankful for everything bad that happened to me as well. Cause you gotta realize, it's not the good things that make you into the person you are today. No, it's the bad things. And it's how you react during those bad things that make you into the person who you are today. So let me put you in a scenario. Some guy gives you a gun and tells you to shoot that person and you get $1 million. Would you do it? A lot of people would, but some would. Some would not. And it's through scenarios not quite like that, but like that make us into the person we are. If you shoot that man, you shot a man. You put a price on a life. And that's kind of how our relationship with Jesus is, and how the devil tempts us. Because you gotta remember, you cannot blame the devil for everything. I look at basically like that scenario. The devil is a guy with a gun that promises you all these amazing things. If you shoot that man, you get $2 million. You get a nice home. You get a massive TV. You get front row tickets to the Knicks. You get promised all these amazing things if you just take his gun, point it at a person, and shoot. And while the devil is the one that gave you the gun, at the end, you're the one who pulled that trigger. And the man you're shooting is God. Because every time you sin, God gets all the bit sadder, gets all the bit more worried. But when you come to him and repent, when you truly feel sorry, when you actually feel bad and you try to turn away from that sin, God gets a bit more happier. Because he sees you trying. He sees that you try to do these things and you fail. And you fail and you fail and you fail. But one day, after enough trying, after enough praying, after enough believing, you'll get over it. Because remember, the righteous man will fall 7 times. But he will get back up every single time. And while we are at that analogy of you holding a gun and shooting that man, that's also the price for sin. Like I said, that's death. Finito, done. You're dead. You're dying if you sin. The penalty is death. But Jesus took your place. He died for you. He paid that price for you. Now tell me, what other God dies for you? That's all I had to say. So, I guess see you later. Bye.